Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. In today's video, we are doing a complete altcoin analysis. Now, before we get into the altcoin analysis, make sure to check us out on our main YouTube channel, Mega Whale Crypto, where we post daily videos of Bitcoin focusing on the facts, the data, the technical, and the structural information. No hype, no BS, no emotion, pure raw TA. And if you're interested in more of that kind of content, you can join us on Telegram. That will be the first link down below. You'll get access to charts, updates, videos, educational posts, news events, and everything you need to stay in the loop with cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin, and the relevant economic news. And if you were interested in taking your trading to the next level, you can join us in our VIP group where we post trading setups with exact entry prices, exact targets, exact stop losses, trade justification, exclusive analysis, and so much more. You'll also get access to all of our group chats with over 700 members, our trading chart and education chat, our daily video, help, news, and trade setup chat. So you can find out more information about our VIP in the pinned comment of the free channel by clicking my name, or these two links showing you a video inside the channel and a 50-month trading track record by the first link. Check it out, guys, and let's dive into the altcoin video. Okay everyone, let's go ahead and jump into the video today. We are taking a look at Ethereum. Now, the last video we did on Ethereum was a couple weeks ago, as we can see here, around about 2 weeks ago, as Ethereum was in that $2,500 consolidation. During that video, we mentioned that there was a weekly downtrend on the RSI, depicted by this downtrending diagonal trend line. We said that the breakout of this downtrend on the RSI, as well as in conjunction with the close above the 50 EMA on the weekly, would result in an aggressive rally toward the upside for Ethereum. Our projections was a 36% rally into the $3,400 region. As we can see, Ethereum blasted through well past 3,400, actually pushing slightly above into the 3,800 region. Nevertheless, congratulations to everyone who paid attention to that video. A 36% plus rally for Ethereum in a matter of weeks is no small return. That is a massive jump in the market price for Ethereum, considering the market capitalization. In today's video, we are jumping into our next update because Ethereum now is retesting a very important level of resistance. And this is, of course, going to be one of the more important levels of resistance as we push upwards into that major psychological level at 4,000. First and foremost, guys, we know $4,000 is going to be essentially that 2024 high point. In fact, 4,100, the horizontal level we need to break through to enter that next major leg of expansion upwards, likely into new all-time highs for Ethereum. But before we even get to challenge that level, we need to break through the current and hopefully last level of resistance, preventing Ethereum from retesting 4,000. So already we know that breaking through this level of resistance will facilitate a retest of 4,100, which, if broken, results in new all-time highs. So we're very close to that level. However, we are seeing a lot of weakness develop here for Ethereum, which we need to be taking a look at, and that is why we're jumping into the video today. So first and foremost, guys, horizontal level of resistance, it spans from the price points of around 3,750 down to around 3,680. It is going to be this point of resistance. This is going to be our buy side liquidity. So this is always going to be a level of major resistance. We can see already as the price has been entering this region, we can already start to see the shift in sentiment. We are seeing already some red candles print. We are seeing longer wicks, which represent more volatility. Volatility often is a depiction of indecision, and that is all occurring at this point of resistance. We are seeing a shift from aggressive buying strength to whether it be a little bit of weakness or at least profit taking. That is represented here by the price action through this sideways consolidation on the short term, which we'll discuss, and these larger wicks and some red bodied candles now for the first time ever since we broke through that level on the weekly down to 2,500. Now, in conjunction with this clear weakness developing, we have got a red dot print on my personal indicator and the market cipher B, which is both suggesting weakening positive momentum. We can also see here on the RSI, we've got an uptrend on the RSI, which is simply taking the lows of the recent consolidation. Well, we got that liquidation wick down to 2,200. We of course had that higher low print before we continued upwards. We're just taking those two lows over here, drawing the uptrend across, and we can see we're broken down. This is a sign of a negative momentum shift, again suggesting we are starting to see some bears take control of the price action up over here, at least in the short term. The short term strength is dissipating. So this increases the potential for short-term pullbacks. Now, these pullbacks are likely going to be healthy corrections. Any sort of correction that develops from this region for Ethereum is likely going to be healthy, provided Bitcoin is able to sustain above that major level of support at 115,000. I already discussed on our main channel where we do our Bitcoin videos that if we lose this 115,000 level of support, we run the risk of corrections back down to 110, 111, and that will be very bad for Ethereum. Of course, if Bitcoin does break through 120, we will see the entire market continue aggressively upwards. But we are at resistance, we do have the potential for corrections here, but it's important to contextualize what those corrections mean, and those corrections will likely be healthy corrections if they develop, provided Bitcoin remains above support. If you are looking for a new exchange or just want to support the channel, sign up to BitUnix with the link down below. You'll get a lifetime trading fee discount of 15%, which can build up to 45% based on your trading volume, as well as access to a bonus reward center, and of course, all of the exclusive campaigns we run on this exchange. You'll also get access to BitUnix being a non-KYC exchange, meaning you can sign up from anywhere in the globe without regulations. And most importantly, I only promote exchanges I trust and I use. As you can see, I trade on BitUnix very regularly, being the highest VIP level with over $500 million in trading volume for the last 30 days. And lastly, if you were interested in signing up to our other two exchanges, BingX or BitGet, you can also do that via the links down below. You as well will get the 15% trading fee discount and everything else that comes with it. Go ahead and sign up. Thank you for supporting. Let's jump back in. Support. So, what does that mean for the upward move for Ethereum? For Ethereum to continue upward from here, we need to see this developing weakness absorbed. And the best way to see that on the daily chart is going to see these prior local highs taken out. So if we can break back through this prior local high, that would trigger a continuation through and into the 4,100 resistance. That is what we are watching for the next move up. Until then, we are looking to take profits. We are looking to be more cautious on the short term for Ethereum as we are in this point of resistance, and we are open to the potential for short-term pullbacks, whether we back down to our equal lows, the VRPV gap, the VRPV peak, all these key levels on the chart. That is about it for the high time frame for Ethereum, guys. So the most notable events have occurred. We have seen a fantastic breakout exactly as expected, moving actually past our $3,400 target into the buy side liquidity. The buy side liquidity is a point of resistance in conjunction with the fact that Bitcoin dominance has been struggling a little bit over the past 24 hours, and the total cryptocurrency market cap and altcoin market cap have been correcting very slightly. There is a chance we do see a pullback for Ethereum from this resistance, but it should be considered the pullback, if occurs, will be considered healthy. If we want to be entirely confident Ethereum is going to push into the 4,100 resistance and thus potentially break through and go to 4,800, we need to see one of two things. We need to see, number one, either this local top taken out at 3,850, or we need to see Bitcoin break through 120,000. Either of those two things should bring enough volume into the markets to push the market through and upward over the coming weeks. This is something we have to pay attention to, of course, moving into interest rate data. But of course, as you know on this channel, I don't like to do daily videos. I jump in here every couple of weeks when we have reached a key level for Ethereum or something notable has happened. And since our last video, of course, telling you we're going to see this large rally, I guess this is the next point of interest on the chart. where we could see reactions occur from. So it's definitely somewhere to be paying attention to, especially how the price is reacting. Let's go down to a smaller time frame over here. So we are on a 4-hour chart over here. As we can see, guys, not too much is really happening. What we are seeing on the 4-hour is we are seeing for the first time the price is coming down to retest the 50 EMA. Of course, that is the first time we've done so ever since breaking out around 2,500, which has resulted in that large rally. So that tells us already that volatility is falling. We are seeing a drop in volatility. Now, when we have these aggressive upward moves, followed by reductions in volatility, this is generally going to be considered weakness, okay? Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the bears are in control, but it does represent that either profit taking is occurring or the buyers are showing less demand at these regions in comparison to the entire time before the 50 EMA retest. This can be considered weakness. So that is also something to consider, guys. We are seeing that develop here on the smaller time frame. Moving over to the hourly chart, again, we can see we have come down to retest the 200 moving on the hourly, and the first time we have tested a 200 moving average again since around 2,500. If we're looking at trigger points, for us to see any sort of steeper correction for Ethereum, we would definitely need to lose this horizontal low here at around 3,500. If we sustain above here, we should be able to just get away with a healthy short-term pullback before we continue upwards. And again, for us to be confident we are going higher, we need to take this high out again. That is it for Ethereum, guys. A quick update. Hope you all enjoyed. And of course, we'll do another update for Ethereum the next time anything of notable significance occurs or is occurring on the higher or short-term time frame. Thanks for tuning in. Have a fantastic day. Catch you guys later. See you then.